Turn that back on. I was watching that.
So we forgot the eggs.
We forgot to do the eggs.
Put them in this.
Sit down.
Do you need a bag of nice one?
I believe I should get one.
Well, technically that was my bag.
Well, I technically gave you the idea to get a bag. So, hi guys.
Hello everyone,
This is a lot of food.
and welcome to the Johnson's TV. We are about to eat a lot of seafood.
Yes,
Why are you
ma'am,
getting
yes,
so
ma'am.
intimidated?
Because
You should just start a video so you can be natural.
yes, no. So we have been eating all day. We are very hungry, and it's time to get into this video.
Very hungry.
Hi guys.
How weak. Your friend before. Hello everyone.
I never frighten you.
Your friend because members of a fight cheer. Welcome to the Johnson's TV.
And today, well, tonight, can't say today anymore. It's 9:38 p.m.
Seafood at 9:30.
We are about to have our very first mukbang.
Is it mukbang or
Mukbang.
I thought it was mukbang.
I was just trying to. We are going to have our very first mukbang, as highly requested. I was gonna be fancy and all kind of thing and give all like the definition of what mukbang is and all that. But child, although I did that already.
You
though.
did though for that the first one.
Okay, so disclaimer. I know I had on a pink jersey in the previous video, in the video that I had made, cause plans changed. Yesterday we started making a video and we decided, to continue today because we had more time or whatever the case is. And yes, so it's definitely a two-part video in one, shot on both different days.
Scenes.
It wasn't behind the scenes.
No, behind the
So
scenes.
we definitely took y'all into the market and everything, and now it's time to get
Eat the
in
food.
to eat.
I would like to point out my very large bottle of Smirnoff Ice. We saw these in the grocery store. I could not pass it. This one is screwdriver.
I could have passed it.
No, we couldn't. This one is screwdriver and this one is what is this? Watermelon mimosa. That's a watermelon mimosa. I don't know how it tastes yet, but we're going to know in a few.
Yeah, this is all new. These is all new because we've been eating this like at least 4 times a week. So yeah. I don't usually pray before I eat, just cause the food not blessing me, I blessing the food by eating it.
We used to say this prayer when we were in Jamaica. It was very, very short. I must say it.
Okay, say.
For health and strength and daily food, we praise thy name, O Lord. Amen.
You're supposed to hold hands?
No. We never used to hold hands in school.
Okay.
We just said it.
So I guess we should get right into it. So what we have here is, I don't know why I keep doing this, like I'm a chair. What we have here is I don't know where to start. We have boiled corn, Georgia Boy's famous sausage, snow crab, cluster and legs. We have jumbo shrimp and boiled. Did I say boiled eggs? I said boiled eggs.
No, you didn't.
Boiled eggs and
crawfish.
broccoli. Oh, and crawfish.
What's the other thing called? I keep forgetting the name of it.
Mussels.
The mussels.
Mussel meat. I personally don't like mussels because I just find it's unnecessary to have to crack this big ugly black shell in your food, and you can't eat the shell, you could only eat the little small meat that's in it. So I rather the meat rather than the whole shell. The shell is not even like a decoration. I just find the shell big, black and ugly, and it kind
As
of...
I can see, I'm just staring into the food because I'm literally imagining what I'm gonna eat first.
Anyway, I don't know where to start. That's the thing. Even if we have to start.
Let me show you.
First of all, I feel like this somehow the crawfish is intimidating. I feel like it might crawl out the pan and go into the bowl and jump in my mouth. Wait. So, as y'all know, as I said in the previous video, MUKBANG is eating and having a conversation online podcast. We approximately about 5 minutes ago came off of live, got some topics from you guys, and I have them pulled up here. So the very first topic is our coming out story. You wanna start?
So do we eat and talk? Or
Yeah, we eat and talk, but...
So can I pop a crawfish, then talk? Isn't that how it goes? Because I'm supposed to be talking with the food in my mouth. No? You go first.
No, you go first.
First of all, the youngest one always goes first.
I just always go first though.
No?
Yes, I literally have 2 YouTube videos on this channel by myself without you involved. Okay. When I had the wig,
I mean, I could go to the barbershop and get
go
my
first.
haircuts. And
but you won't be by yourself though.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going first.
I didn't even if I should be eating. Oh, by the way, this is disclaimer, homemade.
You know what? I honestly don't know how to eat this thing, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, I've probably only had this maybe once or twice in my entire life. I honestly don't know how to eat crawfish. I'm pretty sure somebody will comment and tell me I'm eating it wrong, but it's okay.
Not cook?
Yeah.
Why you know you cook if you don't know how to eat it?
Because it says so. It says so on the bag that it was cooked. Remember that everything that we bought was pretty much cooked. Anyways, coming out story. Mine was very, very late. First of all, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm Jamaican. That's one. I will never talk bad about my country because everybody has little things about their country that they probably would rather change. But I was more focused on other things when I was growing up. I was just focused on education and stuff. I wasn't really concerned about telling people what my sexual preferences were. As a matter of fact, I've always been bi, and that's what I consider myself.
I was just about to ask.
I've always been bi. I dated girls, and I hope to God none of them feel like I was hiding myself behind them or not. It wasn't. Everything was genuine. I respect females and all of that. But as far as society is concerned, if you like guys, you're gay. It don't matter if you like females or if you want to be with a female or whatever. As far as you have feelings for men, you're gay. So that's basically what I took it for, and I kind of made a conscious decision to just stick to guys, because when I was growing up, it was easier to tell guys that I like girls than it was to tell girls that I like guys, because guys would accept it, but I didn't ever figure a female would ever accept it. So anyways, it was recent that I came out too. I came out first with my sister. Bless her heart, she lives not far away from me, but we were pretty close growing up. She was the first person that I told. When I told her, I expected her support because we've always been pretty close. So she said that she loved me just the same. I'm her brother, and it doesn't matter. Then I went on to my uncle. My uncle he's been away from Jamaica for a while, so he's in the States. You know, he's a little bit more exposed and chooses not to be ignorant. And I told him, and he told me the same thing along with his wife. You know, I had to take little steps to build my confidence up to the main event. And to be honest with you, the main event was my mom. And I'll tell you about that part of the story when I get there. So when I got my mom, I'm like, okay, I have to try somebody that actually lives in Jamaica now. So I decided to reach out to my big brother, because my mom has 7 of us and I'm the third. So I reached out to my big brother and I said, I have something to talk to you about. And I told him And he was like, he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure." He said, "If I give you a girl, are you not gonna want the girl?" I said yes, but I like guys really a little bit. I for lack of a better term, more than girls then. And so we had like a whole, because it was texting, I didn't have the heart to talk back and forth and whatever, and that was the funniest. What is wrong with it? Why are you looking at it like that?
Because I feel like it's looking right at me. I literally feel like a mermaid eating raw fish from the ocean.
So, being so, you know what? A lot of the times people just really don't know. So he asked me the funniest question I ever heard in my entire life. He said, "If I'm the man or I'm the woman." I said, I said, there is no, I expected the question though, to be honest with you, because I know that people think that's why it goes. Honestly, I said to him, there is no man or woman in a gay relationship. It's two men that like each other for who they are and would prefer that they be the way they are. I think you just eat like the back part of that thing. I don't think there's anything else to eat.
I tried biting on the piece of the head and
I mean, you can, but really don't.
I don't want to.
So I said, there's no man or woman, just two men. There were so many other questions that came after that, but this is not for YouTube. Anyways, it ended up with him being, with him funny, jokingly saying, because I was very visual with my explanation of how the entire gay thing works and everything involved in being gay. And he jokingly said, "Kill the vision, Jesus, kill the vision." And from ever since, every time I talk to him, I say the exact same thing. From him, I moved on to my little sister, which was so easy for her because she's so 21st century. And she was like, okay. She was like, where's the boyfriend? I showed her my boyfriend and everything, and it was like, and she watched my YouTube and she messaged me and thought it was so funny. And then it took me weeks after I got all of those to move on to my mom. Couldn't talk to her either, so I messaged her. And I said, "I have something to tell you." And then I was just out with it. And the reason why it took so long for my mom is because, honestly, I expected my mom to support me. I really did. But I was very concerned for the fact that she's a very Christian woman. And she's always been, but she's such a sweetheart though. She's a Christian woman, and I was concerned about making her feel like she had to compromise her beliefs over her son kind of thing. I didn't want to put her in that kind of position. And she said what I expected her to say actually. She said, "It's not right in the sight of the Lord, but you're my son, and I love you just the same." And that was it. No other. I told her about everything that I've been through leading up to my current relationship. I mean, I'm sure she probably sat there like, "Oh my God, I missed all of my son's life," kind of thing. It made me feel kind of bad because she wasn't involved in it, and it's in my head I was sorry it took me so long, but I had to be comfortable with it myself, and I was actually willing to live with it for the rest of my life if it means that I will still have to get to have a good relationship with my family.
Question: You cook the whole pack of raw fish?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot in here. I mean, you don't have to eat all of it.
I won't.
Yeah, so after that, she and we got so close. Like, we are so close now. She messages me all the time. I mean, and my boyfriend as well. And when we are so close, I'm so comfortable saying that now. It just makes it gives me joy. And she asks about him all the time, and she calls, she says, tell him hello if she's not messaging him kind of thing. So, I mean, we are so much closer for it, and I'm eternally grateful because I was living in...
I'm probably wasting this. Sorry if I'm wasting it to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure somebody will tell us that we're eating wrong, but I don't know how to eat this thing.
It's just a lot.
So, yeah. And now, my happily ever after. My mom is a part of my life. I get to involve my family in things that are happening in my life and live without fear. And my friends that I had that knew, and I literally have a support system. So it doesn't really necessarily matter what negativity comes about out there. I'll be fine. That was mad.
Well, I don't think I have any questions for you. At the first topic, how is the time? 9:51. My God. So my comment on sorry is definitely different. You all know, because I am the extra one. And I still don't feel like, this is just my take on it. And this is before watching Love, Simon. I don't necessarily believe that we have to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it, the question still stands in my head, why is it that somebody who is or wants to be not even categorized, but just based on their personality or sexual orientation, have to be categorized as other, practically?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're straight. Okay, I understand the whole categorization thing, honestly. What I do want to say before I start, we are in Pride Month. Today is the very first day of Pride Month, so happy Pride. Yeah, and the years before and the years to come. I celebrate my sexuality regardless. I don't need a month, I don't need a specific day. I would march with my head held high every day if I have to, because I'm living in the skin that I was brought here in, and that's just the most comfortable part of it for me. So let me get that out of the way. So I, just as him, dated girls before. However, it was dawned on me that well, it wasn't dawned on me, it was more so like strictly learned that being a homosexual is against the Lord. And of course you don't want to be against the Lord, because He's Lord, our Savior. We go to church for Him, we pray for Him, He gives us everything that we want, you know, He blesses us, and He's much more than what we see far and beyond. I wouldn't go into the details of the Bible either, because it's a very long conversation of what my perception of the Bible is. But again, being taught that being a homosexual was against the Lord didn't stop me from being who I am today. It didn't put a pause in my life. It didn't make anything different. Everything that was supposed to happen the way it happened the way it happened in the eyes of the Lord. I'm still here today to tell my story. So yes, I've had girlfriends before, and it wasn't up until the age of 13 I acknowledged, because I've had attractions for males, but it wasn't up until the age of 13. Since I was born, I've had, and I've never said this before, but I'm saying it now, thinking about it. Since I was born, or I can't say since I was born because I just baby age, but since I've known myself, I was attracted to both male and female. However, I reverted to female because of what was taught. Still didn't change the fact that I was attracted to guys.
True.
And pursuing the fact that I was mostly or mainly attracted to females, I've had girlfriends. I mean, I definitely don't need to do what he did and say, well, y'all don't think that, you know, I was just using y'all as a hidden, because, I mean, everybody know what the timing is with me. I am still very much intact with all the girls that I was with before. We are friends today. And that's why, for me, it happened the way it's supposed to happen. So, yes, I've had girlfriends before. I'm saying that again. Getting that out of the way. And at the age of 13, I've had my very first boyfriend. Just as, for people who don't know, your sexual orientation doesn't define your sexuality. Because you could have sex with a male or a female have sex with a female and not go as or identify as a lesbian, a gay, a homosexual, whatever.
You know how many times I've tried to explain to other people, they never get it.
But because your sexual desire does not, it really and truly does not identify what your sexual orientation is. You have to do that. So, again, pleasure is pleasure, but that is not what we're talking about right now. So, I knew at that point it wasn't just a sexual attraction, because I didn't have sex with a male to know that I was attracted to males. I was always attracted to males in the way that I was attracted to females. And that is exactly how I knew I was gay. Or I don't consider myself a part of the LGBTQ community. No offense to anybody. I do believe that we are unique in our own way. We are beyond LGBTQ, and we are not a community. A community is a fund, to me, I would say, a community is like a business-oriented situation. Like, you would have to go to the community for help. If you have problems in your environment, you go to a community. You're like, we are a family. We are not just a community. We are a family. And we are not a separate family from the family that we were brought here with. We are a family. I apologize for going in depth. I'm kind of strained right now. But yes, at the age of 13, I knew I was gay. And my first boyfriend was not my acknowledgement of me being that. But it definitely confirmed the fact that it was more than an attraction. It's something I wanted to pursue. And so I've had a relationship with a guy for 7 months. Over the phone, we have never met. And for me, that was like an acknowledgement to, okay, you don't have to be having sex with this guy, or you don't have to be having sex with the same sex to know that this is what you like. Because it didn't even get to that point for me. But I knew that is what I liked. And so after that, I didn't keep my sexuality away from anyone. Anyone that asked, I was free enough to tell them. And my reason for not telling my parents right away was the fact that I didn't feel like I needed to. If I am your child, or I come from you, and we are building a bond and having a relationship, you know what you bring into this world. And if what you bring into this world was a mistake, then you have second thoughts. But it took me up until the age of, well, approximately 2 years after of me knowing that that's what I wanted to pursue. I made a video because I was offended. Not offended, but disrespected. I don't really like to take that offense word too lightly, because I really and truly do not care what anybody has to say about my sexuality or my sexual orientation. So yeah, I was disrespected, called out of my name, and what I usually do is what I usually did at that time, which was make fun of it, make fun of the entire situation, and I went viral. I believe everybody knows what video I'm talking about, but I went viral. And in going viral, my mom came and she had a conversation to me about it. At that age, I was 15, as I said before. That was 2 years after me acknowledging the fact that this is what I wanted to pursue. We had the conversation, but it wasn't until we had like flashbacks, not flashbacks, but reminders of previous actions that may have led to my sexuality. Like, I would prefer play with dolls than cars. I grew up in a household of only female. My father and I did not have that bond that we had today. And had it been different, which I don't ever, and I would say this here, I don't ever blame my dad for the way I am today. I don't blame anybody for the way I am today. I made that choice and that conscious decision at a very knowledgeable age. I didn't say or ever have to say, you are the reason why I did this, you are the reason why I did that, you are the reason. It was because we didn't have this bond, and it wasn't like that for me. I didn't have a bond with my dad, however, it didn't change the fact how I live my life. The bond that we have today, I would go down on my knees and pray every minute of it that it never goes away, because he's 10 times closer to me now than he was before. And that's because when I believe when life gives you a gift, there's only so much you can do with that one gift until the gift is gone. So, I don't like how it tastes either.
I said people did that with it before, but I'm not interested.
Well,
the sucking thing.
the head off, right?
No, you put the head in your mouth and you're supposed to suck.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in this. So we won't be eating I won't be eating any more crawfish. If you don't see me picking up any crawfish, it's not because it's done. The pan is very much full. I'm just not interested in eating an entire fish right now. But yeah, so I needed to get that out of the way because I've had, but my confidence is what have me here today. And I thank both parents for having the confidence that I have. Because my both parents do not give a rat's ass about what the people on the outside have to say. And when I say my both parents, I mean my both parents. My dad doesn't care and my mom doesn't care. And I came up, I grew up in an entire household where nobody cared about what the outside had to say, or even what family members who believed they were obligated to have an opinion on your life had to say. It is what you believe, what you know, is all that matters. You have to know you before anybody else could know you.
I don't think my mom has a problem with people either, because she doesn't really pay much attention to people.
Nope.
But it's my entire thing of, I'm grown, and there's a few people out there that be like, they're going to my mother to ask her if I'm really gay,
right,
kind of thing. I mean, and I keep telling her, I say, give them my phone number, I will answer the questions. But she doesn't want to give them the phone number because she knows exactly what I'm going to call them and say to them. She's, bless her heart, she tries to let me do anything that, is going to take me out of character. But she be like, she literally doesn't pay them any mind. And she doesn't, because, you know what, I've always been very, very close to my mother. And so much so that if I'm going through something, I would have literally hid from her as a child. Because it's literally almost like we fed off each other's energy. I knew when something was wrong with her, and she knew I could never fake anything with my mother.
Yep.
Which is why in my head sometimes I feel like she knew, but she didn't know how to approach it, or, I mean, honestly, I don't think she's had a gay child before, so I'm pretty sure she didn't know what to say or how to even ask a question or even to approach it. So she just left it alone, I guess, and just waited until I said something. But like I said, like as if it was even possible for me and her to get closer, today we are much, much closer.
Let me state this as well. Parents always know. Unless that person doesn't have any type of connection with you at all, parents always know. You would come out to them, and this is my reasoning as to why coming out is nothing. You will come out to your parents and believe that let's say in my offense or my defense, for 13 years you do not know or have not seen or even had the thought of me being gay, and waited for me to. Then again, I guess looking at it from their perspective, it's really about acknowledgement again, you being yourself and being able to identify as you. So I take back what I said. Parents still remain, that very much still remains true. Parents do know, but it's all about you. Decision is yours. You have to, and for the ignorant ones, because I needed to say this, you can't pray that away.
Right.
You can't burn that away. You can't exorcism that away. There's nothing you could do to get that away from, because, and this is no offense to my mom, when I told her that I was gay, her love for me never changed. However, she thought it was a phase. A lot of my family members did. They thought it was a phase.
I thought it was a phase.
They thought they could have prayed it away. I actually didn't come out to my mom first. I came out to my stepmom first. And in coming out to her first, I came out to friends after. And my mom was somewhat as him, the very last person to know. Because I feel like she knew. She just waited for me to tell her like everybody else. However, she accepted me for who I am. Oh, we might use that word because I also don't use that word exception. But yeah. So the love never changed, as I said before. But with my dad's offense, or my dad's side or perspective of it, I mean, we took a break after I told him we had a break. We definitely did. We was on like a 4-month, you could say, strike. We never spoke to each other. He didn't speak to me. And it's because he was adjusting.
It's probably awkward. Like, yeah. What do I say?
It was adjusting. And he was adjusting because, but again, there's nothing that you can't say, or there's, what is the right thing to say? Because we already acknowledge the fact that you are my parent. You have some sort of love for me, even if it's genuine or not. And I'm coming to you with this factor of my life now. What else? What you could possibly say?
I don't know. I think everything that's associated with the entire thing, I believe, is social related. Like, it has to do with what everybody else says, what everybody else's belief is. If it's not of me, and if I'm not involved in it, then I don't want to understand it. I don't care to understand it. I want nothing to do with it. It is wrong. That's the hard and fast line. And then they don't open their mind at all to any form of possibility that things out there exist out of the realm of how they can be able to think. And you're born that way, and then you die that way, and then what happens after that? I really don't know, because I've never been there. But then what?
Life goes on.
Everybody is not the same, and then we just have to accept that. And I'm just gonna say that I hope somebody that's watching this now, probably thinks that they have a child that's gay. Please just love your child. Honestly, just do it, because especially us as black men, I know anybody that wants to be a part of every single minority in the entire world, which is gay and black.
Black men and females. I don't think a female, unless it's just I'm not a female. But I cannot decide. I can't decide for your parents what's the best thing to do. Your parents need to do that.
Just love your child. That's all you need to do.
But if your parents' decision, and I'll end on this note, if your parents' decision was to put you out, you grow from that. If your parents' decision was to disown you, you grow from that. If your parents' decision was to blaspheme, go out in public and try to tarnish the fact that you are accepting yourself as who you are, you grow from that. Growth within yourself will deter growth from them.
Mm-hmm.
That growth that they are trying to get for themselves, they won't ever get it. And that's because it's not genuine growth, or it's not growth that would get them far. If it's an ignorant growth that they are building on, and they believe to themselves that disowning you would help them in the long run to see God's face, the same one that they say we are against. Because as far as I'm concerned, disowning what you bring into this earth as life is just as bad as a homosexual, or as a homosexual is looked at being. So you know how I love to say, don't do for do, tit for tat? Because it never works out. Two wrongs don't make a right. You figure out what you need to do. Whether you want to be on the right end of the bargain and give your life up because your parents disown you, or let your parents decide if they want to become parents and parent you.
Like I said, love your child. If you're gay, hold your head up. Keep going, keep pushing, elevate yourself. You're normal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are perfectly normal and you're absolutely fine.
I feel like we definitely talk more than we eat.
Right.
But
It's
anyway.
okay. It was a touchy topic.
Yeah, it was.
Happy Pride Month.
It was, yeah.
Happy
It
Pride
was
Month.
a very
Love
touchy
yourself.
topic. Yeah. And to my brothers and sisters out here, guess what? We're gonna be turning up in the streets, y'all. Like I just can't find myself saying I love my people. I love us. I am for us. Now we may not agree all the time. That is fine. We will have our phase. I would still cuss you out. Don't play me. But I love us, okay? And
I love us for real.
yeah. So on to the next topic, which is living away from family. Very easy, hard, depressing. I'm in therapy. I can't do it anymore. This is the longest I've ever. I'm just playing. Also, what I was saying before is very much true. I am in therapy because of it. Yes, I am. This disclaimer to my therapist. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I am in therapy. I really couldn't have done it anymore. This is the longest time I'm away from family, and anybody knows me knows that I love my family the most, and him, who is also my family. But yeah, and I would consider, or I am very close to, again, very close to my entire family because they love me for me, and this is why I love my family just as. Now, I do have family members that would try me. However, I still do miss them because that is the family that I've I was brought into.
I'm so sure that I'm not eating crab legs right either. But you know what's important? I'm getting the meat out of the legs. That's it.
I'm so done about the right and wrong way about eating this seafood. Honestly, because I feel like today just decided to give us a challenge. Every other time we've eaten seafood, it was never this hard to eat it. We've executed boxes and boxes of seafood, one after the next. Snow crab, shrimp. The only thing new in this pan plate thing here is this thing. But something about this is it's just very intimidating. But yeah, I definitely do miss my family. It's not easy living away from your family, especially given the fact that in a time like this, family is all that we have. Us as a collective is what we have. So yeah, I do miss my family. It's hard living away from your family. Being the first that this is my very first time being away from them. Having to celebrate things over the phone for me is not new. And I would like to also say I'm still 19 years of age and accomplished a lot more than an 80-year-old, a miserable 80-year-old. So, yeah, it doesn't change the fact that I'm still young. I still have a lot ahead of me, but I've still accomplished a lot, which I'm very thankful for. But yes, it is depressing. As I said before, I'm in therapy because of it and other stuff. But definitely a plus. Because, child, I celebrated birthdays on the phone. Christmas on the phone. I literally turn an uncle and miss my niece's very first birthday, which might still damper me from time to time. Thank God I wouldn't put it out in the air, but thank God I didn't have any past family members in my, because that child, I believe that would have broke me. Like, not even joking about that would have definitely broken me. And My reasoning for not being back home as yet is obviously our borders are closed. I respect what Rowley is doing, but to some certain extent, there's only so much you can do. And I honor my Prime Minister, I respect my Prime Minister. As I said before, I'm still a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, and I would still have my opinion, and my opinion stands that COVID might be here to stay. And yes, we do have to take precautions, but we also have to start to take action, as in putting people in the right places to see about things differently. Instead of trying to brutally instruct or strictly instruct that they have to do this and give them restrictions. It's not easy for any family at all to have to live a life on restrictions. So yeah. Do you miss your
Mine's a little bit different only cause I guess sometimes being an overthinker is a positive thing. As long as I knew myself, I've been an overthinker. When I was 9 years old, I was thinking about everything else that was going to come 15, 20 years down the line, including what my future is going to look like, what I wanted to be as an adult. And for my family itself, when we were growing up, we were never dirt poor, but we afforded the things that were needed, that were necessary. It was never about getting all these different things that we don't need, because my mom has a lot of us, and she ensured that we were well taken care of, that we all went to school. God bless her heart, Jesus. I don't even know how she did it. She ensured that we all went to school, that we all had food to eat every single day. So because I am so close to my mom and I feel everything that she feels, y'all don't even understand. Y'all think I'm kidding, but literally I feel everything that she feels. When I left high school, instead of going straight to college, I decided to go work. As much as she was running, she literally started running around trying to get student loans and stuff for me to go to college and all of that. And the sheer stress of it was, I literally saw it coming, and I sat her down one day and I said, listen to me. I know you're never gonna stop helping me out, but allow me to just go work, put some money together so I can help out. Because honestly, I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that I was well healthy and able to help out, and I couldn't, and I didn't, for lack of a better term. So being away from them was kind of like something that I prepared myself for, because I knew that I was going to be the one to bridge the gap as far as my immediate family was concerned. So I knew that for me to be able to put myself in a position to help them, I'd have to be the one to literally launch out there and do certain things, whether it's helping them out financially or helping my siblings that are behind me or around me understand that there's stuff out there in the world that you can do, and the sky's the limit kind of thing. Just keep shooting for the stars kind of thing. So I already prepared myself for that. When first time I left home, I know for a fact was about 2011, 2012. And I was living in Florida back then, and between then and there was a whole lot of back and forth until I finally moved to the US. But when I moved here first and to the US, I went back home for a while. Stop. I went back home for a while, and when I went back home, I didn't go back to my mom's house. I actually, decided that, I had a feeling of living on my own, so I went and I got an apartment kind of thing. And I know it was always kind of like me visiting when I wasn't busy working and stuff like that, and just making myself present, or trying to be as present as I possibly can to make sure that she's okay in certain ways. But I prepared myself for it. I love her and I miss her and everything, and I try to see them as much as I can. And I honestly, it's a follow-up. This is like a follow-up thing for me, because the fact that I was now sure I was gay was one of the things that made it easier for me to have like a virtual kind of relationship with them versus them seeing me. Because a white man in their 20s has never really hasn't officially introduced his mother to a girl kind of thing, and I didn't want her to be like she's met some of my girlfriends when I was in high school and in college coming up, but After that, he was dead, and I'm sure she was wondering, where is this boy's girlfriend? He's 6'2", dark skinned. Where is his girlfriend? Kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't know. I probably should just have a virtual relationship, so they won't ask the hard questions. But that is exactly what made it the way it is, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It helped me to push myself a little bit more, and it helped me elevate in certain ways, and it helps me to help her. And anybody that knows me per se knows that if one thing will stress me out is if people that I love, I'm not able to help them. If you want me to go crazy, literally go crazy on all the streets, let me be unable to help the people that I love, then I might as well just give up, just throw my hands up in the air. As I'm gonna need some serious therapy. Like, I'm probably gonna have to have 10 therapists on call. They'd be like, it's okay, you don't have to fix everything. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I don't.
So yeah, I'm going to tell you second topic. So, long story short, we had 5 topics, but the video is very long. So,
have a seat and watch the video. It's gonna take a while.
we'll do one more topic and call that George, because we're kind of getting full too. This is
Right.
really nice, by the way.
I know what it is.
It tastes really good.
This Smirnoff is everything, especially the screwdriver.
So our last topic is toxic family members.
Where's the
Because I needed to stand up. Give them a standing ovation. I wanted to give them a standing ovation. So now, toxic family members are first of all, they could only be toxic if I allow them to be toxic. And in order for me to allow them to be toxic, then they have to be in my life. Or I'd have to consider them, first of all. But toxic family members, to me, in this aura or this stage of my life that I'm in here right now, they don't exist. They do not exist. Okay? And that is for any family member. I'm talking about from ancestor come right down to the last family member that was born. I do not ever give people the axe to chop my wood. Oh no. No, child. I can't believe I just said that about family. But yeah. Yeah.
How weak.
I don't. And basically saying I don't ever pass the baton. Where my life is concerned, I think it's a crab just scroll up my mouth. But yeah, where that is concerned, I don't. Not me, baby. I cannot say you have control of my life. Now I will take your life lessons. And trust me, I understand you was here before me 50 years ago. But understand that it was 50 years after. Things have changed. And so should you. No shade. But yeah, I deal with toxic family members the same way I deal with trash. I put them out. Yep. I don't give them the time and space, time of day, and if they choose to remain as toxic, what does do with toxic?
It's your prerogative.
Yeah. Toxic waste, and waste goes out in the trash. So that's just my whole take on it. Toxic family members is a what's the time? Yeah, no, for me.
I don't even have. It's a very short topic for me because you know what?
Right.
As far as toxic family members go, I can honestly say that I have no family member in my life
That wasn't toxic.
that was I should say I don't have no family member that was a part of my life
To allow them to be toxic.
to allow them to be toxic because I have this personality whereby I don't even know if that's what the Bible means when it says the right hand of any cut it off. But I will ask my family, especially my sister that I'm close to, Chin. I have people that I've never, I wish you well.
I don't know.
Shoot for the stars. You're the president of the United States of America, and you and I are friends, our family, and we're not anymore. Fine, absolutely fine. What you will never get me to do is to act like you exist.
Yep.
Literally.
You would
But
run out of
literally.
You would run out of existence.
You don't exist as far as I'm concerned. And I have so many people that are like that. And guess what I do it for? I don't do it because I want to be petty. I do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't benefit me, or if it doesn't do anything for me, then it literally, quite literally, it has to go. His mom alone makes up for about 50 cousins, nieces, relatives, and friends. Because if it's one thing what she does is she rides for her peeps. And she has accepted me so much as one of her peeps. And I love her to death. And I have so many friends that if I start naming right now, I'll probably take me a while. But even though they're not like right here with me where I can go out with them and stuff, these are people that have literally become family to me. And I'm sure they would do anything for me, anything. Yeah. So there's absolutely no love lost. Hey, listen to me. If you have one person in you, that's why I wish I could talk to some people that even contemplate suicide. I just want to talk to them once. If you have one person,
or even nobody,
that rides or dies for you, and even going to the part where you have yourself. And everybody has one person out there that will do anything for you. Please live for them, because those people, I'm sure you know, will never ever let you go or let you down. Don't let them down by going ahead and taking your life. You're literally leaving them with a void in their life that they probably would never be able to fill. Yep. Somebody loves you, and no matter how many naysayers you have, how many people have told you that they hate you, or how many people have told you that you're ugly, you just need one person that's in your corner. One. And I'm pretty sure some of you have way more than one.
I'm packing up early.
Yeah, to just love you. I'm telling you, if somebody don't love you, love yourself. That's my bad. Eat crab legs and love yourself.
I can't make. And to add to that though, I do have family that wasn't, I wasn't born into. So I was asked to, shout them out when they heard I was doing this video today. So to Ruth and Reyon, Raquel, Renaya, boy, you all know yourself. Yeah, that Ruth and them little brother. Boy. You all know y'all are like, I won't even consider y'all an extended family. Y'all know for sure, she's naive. We cool peeps. No, but y'all know for sure that I love y'all, like it's all love here. It's from day one.
I can't touch myself, man.
Yeah, but it's been love from day one. Like Ruth was actually one of my girlfriends in primary school. Well, attempted girlfriends. Attempted to kiss Ruth and was slapped. But yeah. So yeah. Where family members is concerned, as I said before, who I have in my life is who I would consider, and who I don't, then kudos to you. I really do wish that you have a good life. I hope that you don't bring anybody else into this world that you have to cause them pain.
Right.
And I really do hope or wish, pray that something change your mind before it's too late, because it could be too late for you and you could never know. I honestly don't have any ill will towards any toxic family members. Just for me, you are not allowed in my space. Just because of what I'm trying to accomplish, your energy is not required. So that's just my take on it, honestly. And another thing, no family member is obligated to project what your life is to be. Because
or even try to speak on your life.
Right.
I don't care who they are.
Not even a bishop, shepherd, or be a man, or be a woman.
Human being.
No other human being could project where your life is about to be. Because if then that was the case for me, one I'd have been dead, I'd have been skeleton today, and I might have a whole orphanage of children. I'd have be walking around with a bucket by my back because I can't hold up shit. Yeah.
Or you're gay, so AIDS go kill you.
Yeah.
Something like
so
that.
I would have been I'd have AIDS and dead by now. Yeah. So a lot of things you can't receive from people who you feel are obligated to be received from. And when I say that, I mean your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your nene, and your uncle. The person who pick you up at the side of the street when your parents put you out. You have the remote for that projector of your life. You put it on and you play that movie. And yeah, that I would leave on a note. I don't know if you all realize, but we ate a lot.
Right. Oh my God, it's a lot.
Feel like we are some greedy bitches.
I'm fat.
So yeah, I hope the video is still going on. You want to get up and see if it's still going on? Because I for some strange reason, I don't know why, but I feel like it's not going on. Because I just get up to see what's going on.
It's still recording.
It's still recording? Okay, so on that note, this has been a very successful mukbang. Not sure if we would be able to do this again and all this food.
Probably something else, I guess.
Child.
We do a Smirnoff
pan might be smaller.
It's just buy like a whole bunch of Smirnoff
and taste them, right? So yeah, and as highly requested as this video was, it was very much one of our best videos.
I'm telling y'all, literally, get this. Please go get it. It is so good.
Yeah. I know we had other topics to talk about. Sadly, we didn't get to cover them. We have other things to do tonight. And this has been one of our best videos, I could say, for me, recording. And going forward, because editing and stuff has become so easy for me to do, I could definitely promise you all more content. I'm lying.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna just say for my last words, Happy Pride Month.
Again,
love yourself.
Not Pride Month, and we need to wish them a happy Pride.
Happy Pride. It's a month. It's a month.
Oh, is him? Okay.
All my brothers and sisters that are that have come across this channel, love yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
As I said before, I don't get. I know this. I don't get. I know this.
Thanks for joining us, Johnson TV again. Y'all have a great.
This is the first video we did together collectively in a while where it was actually attentive. So I applaud you for that.
I mean, I related to the video. That's what it was.
That's supposed to mean.
I don't do here, or I never liked the amusement park. I really didn't want to be there because it scared the crap out of me. I just did not want to be on the rides because I was just scared.
Child, anyway.
I was really out of my element.
So yeah. I would thank you all for watching. You know, come back for more. No, this is naive, girl. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching and oh, by the way, I probably fart at least 5 times.
Oh my God!
And keep it and not say anything. That's how much of an actor I am. Tyler Perry, please sign me up. Okay?
Oh, weak.
Okay. So again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying with us. Oh, and shout out to the Johnson TV fan page. You know, a big shout out to whoever decided to do that. We are highly appreciated because believe we are still 2 Caribbean guys, you know, just trying to make it out here in these streets, child. And you know how so yeah,